rescued on the same day, and they have grown up with one another ever since. So I can tell you a little bit about what makes these guys similar. You've probably already noticed a few things, but the first thing is on the sides of their heads. This is a little bit harder to notice, but if you were to take a look at either side, what you'd see is that they have small external ear flaps. Good. That makes both of these species known as eared seals. But what also makes them eared seals is the way these animals move around. They use their long front flippers to pull themselves through the water. They can actually swim up to speeds of 25 miles per hour. Zoe can show you how she can lift her whole body up. Sierra showing you these long flippers. And then they use their hind flippers. Sierra, can we show them those hind flippers? Good. They use these hind flippers to rotate them up and underneath themselves so they can walk around on all fours as such. So they can run, they can jump, and they can even climb up to tall surfaces, which make them fairly mobile. Now this is a little bit different than our other species that you may have seen on your way in. These are our Atlantic harbor seals. The Atlantic harbor seals are known as earless seals because if you look at either sides of their heads like these guys, they do not have these external ear flaps. Instead they have small holes. And when they do move around on land, they almost have to slug along a little bit like an inchworm. Good job, Sierra. So now that we've met all of our animals here at the aquarium, I can talk to you a little bit about training, how and why. But the first thing that we start to do when we work with an animal is we build a very strong relationship. Meaning that I'm going to come on out here, thank you, and I'm going to pair myself with something that these animals like. Now, do you have any idea what seals and sea lions, let's see, Sierra, hold it. Let's see, do you guys know what seals and sea lions really like? Sierra's done a pretty good job of showing you, but it is fish. We use a lot of fish to build a really strong, mutually trusting relationship with these guys. And once we've built that relationship, we can start... Hello? We start by teaching them the first behavior that they learn, and this is something called targeting. What we'll do is we'll ask the animal to press their nose against our hand, or a white bead on the end of a gray pole. And we're going to use the word good to let them know exactly when the correct behavior has occurred. And then they expect some of this fish as a reward. Now this is a very useful behavior because as you can see, I can move this around and Sierra's going to start to follow it everywhere it goes. So I can move it all the way behind her to show you guys how flexible she is. Good job, Sierra. In addition to that, you saw that I can move it up and she'll follow it up, and I can even move it down, ask her to hold it there, and I can start to walk around her. She's going to keep her nose pressed against that, and I can even say the word touch. And this lets her know that I'm going to come on in and I'm going to actually touch parts of her body. Now this is very useful. As you can see, it's a good building block for various behaviors, but it's really good for establishing something that we call husbandry behaviors. Now these are the most important things that we teach these animals here, and these are things that are used to help benefit their physical well-being. So like you saw, I can ask her to lie on the ground and our veterinary staff can take a good look at her body. I can ask her to open her mouth so that we can actually brush her teeth. Good job, Sierra. Or we can even get a really good look at their hind flippers. You can see Zoe showing you her hind flippers there, and Sierra will as well. So that we can actually get voluntary blood samples from these guys, from their very long hind flippers. And so these are things that you might do for yourself at home or even have done for you at a doctor's office or a dentist's office to help make sure that you and these animals are staying healthy. But that's not the only reason that we teach. Oftentimes we'll teach behaviors to show you guys their physical abilities. So you saw Zoe jumping in and out of the water. We can also see how quickly they can move through the water here. Let's see if Sierra wants to show you, or if she might want to check out Zoe. So you can see they can actually move fairly readily through the water. Let's see, can we... There we go, Sierra. They're able to move speeds up to 25 miles an hour by using those long front flippers. So we can show you that as well. And these are some of the physical things that they would use out in the wild. They'd actually use this porpoising behavior, which Zoe showed you, where they jump in and out multiple times to evade predators or catch prey. Or they might just simply swim very quickly along the surface of the water to do exactly the same thing. But then last but not least, we'll oftentimes teach you behaviors to show you guys just how smart they are. So these will look like things that you saw earlier, like waving, or even spinning. Good. We can even dance a little bit out here with them as well. Just to show you guys all of these things that these animals are capable of learning, both based on natural behaviors as well as to show you guys just how intelligent they really are. Now you might be wondering, I talked about the similarities between these species, what makes them different? As the northern fur seals wrap up their training session, you're going to see a natural behavior that these sea lions wouldn't show you. And that's something called grooming. Our northern fur seals are the second furriest animals in the world. If you were to make an OK sign with your hand, that makes about 1 square inch. And 1 square inch, northern fur seals have 300,000 hairs. Now that's a little bit different. You can see here, Sierra doesn't have that thick of hair. As I move it around, it's fairly thin. She also has a very thick layer of blubber, and that's the biggest difference between these two species. Northern fur seals rely on that fur, and California sea lions rely on that blubber. So that's a good introduction to all of the species we have here, how we train and why we train. We're going to be wrapping up our training session in just a few moments. But I'm going to make my way on out to the other side of the glass to answer any questions that you might have. If you don't have any questions, I'd like to thank you for joining us. I hope you learned a lot about these animals and that you're inspired to protect them and the planet that they live on by falling in love with them in the same way that I have here as well. Once again, thank you for joining us and have a great rest of your day here at the aquarium. Bye-bye, everyone.